Like they look like a mishmash, and it's sometimes bad. So yeah, that's pretty much all that you need to know for Ace Combat. So you'd pretty much be able to buy the exact same Ace Combat games I could, only except you can do one, you can do me one better, and I'm sad about it. Pretty much be able to buy,
I'm
take
sorry.
solace in that victory,
Oh, I am.
because someday, if I get a PC, that's going to be one of the first things I do. Because
Can I
I
be honest?
think the games,
If you did get a PC, it would make me happy. I'd be a happy little nerd.
because then I could actually join you.
Right? It's like, hey, want to play Payday
Oh,
2?
developer
Fucking
blueprints.
yeah, right. Payday 2, fucking Team Fortress 2.
Oh my
Shit, that's a
god,
game I
right?
really need to get back to.
I don't know if you would want
So,
to do Team Fortress 2. I think they're having problems with aimbots and several other things,
Oh
and
boy,
hacking at the
great.
moment.
I'm, I'm
So,
still playing
Sky
emulators.
Shredder, Sky Shredder. We could have a 5 stack in
Yeah.
Siege.
Oh god, you're right. We could.
oh
So yeah.
boy, who am I going to
So
headshot
fucking.
first? The
I
enemy team
don't
or our own
believe you have
team?
to. I think as far as it goes for playing Ace Combat 3, though, and honestly, I'm perfectly fine with it. The game itself isn't quite a download. It's on the website itself.
Hmm.
So there is a little bit of a fee that you have to pay like monthly, but it's mostly just to keep the website actually up and running so people can play it. And honestly,
Right.
I think that's a pretty fair trade. I mean, it's a fan project, and literally, Project Aces has not decided to frickin' strike the ban hammer on them. So I was like, okay, so Project Aces thinks that this is actually a good idea.
Which is really awesome when you think about it.
Yeah, it's a fan project that's actually doing really well. So hell, I'd support that.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's only a small server fee that you have to pay every once in a while, but it's not too terribly expensive. It's worth the experience, the fact that you can play a redefined version of Ace Combat 3.
Right.
Anyways,
Okay,
I'm gonna
now.
go get dinner real quick. I'll be back in a sec.
Alright, bud. Now, how do I get this stupid thing open?
yeah, I know I'm dead. I broke the game. I'm under the map.
Good job. Is Wizard still
I
alive over
spawned
there?
it. I spawned in under the map.
Okay.
I have no idea if the overgrown lizard is okay.
What?
Still with us, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just playing Payday 2. I'm not really listening at all. Oh, kill streak. You know the perk that gives you up to 1,600% more damage on melee for getting ranged kills?
No.
It's in like the Berserker tree in Fugitive.
I don't really use fugitive.
Well, do you at least use Revenant tree in there?
I don't think so.
Revenant's the Messiah and such.
I do not do
'Cause
that.
You should at least ace the base version of Revenant.
Nah.
That's one extra down is what I'm talking about.
Oh.
It's good to have.
You see what I mean? It is the best thing you can get.
Yeah, I might.
For 4 points, it's great.
You're bringing a tear to my eye.
I'm trying to remember what the base version did for it. Oh, it was bleed out health, wasn't it? 50% bleed out health, I think.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, it's Revenant is a great skill tree because it's got the shock proof and all that. It's the all around. If you can put points into it, do it.
You should.
It's beautiful.
That's coming from someone who has over 2,000 hours in that game. Let that sink in.
Well, I asked you about other stuff the other day, and you were like, "Nope, no idea." About stealth, and you have 2,000 hours into it, so
Cause I don't play stealth.
He does loud everything.
I go, bullets tasty.
Why do you think I'm running my Hoovy?
You're what?
Minigun, saw, with the Iron Man armor.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to look
I run minigun flamethrower Iron Man armor.
I'm just running the saw because I've got the fully loaded, so I can keep that thing flowing.
Yeah, I can see why. Waka waka, die, dead. Yeet.
But yeah, fucking massive minigun with fully loaded, just saying, "Sup, bitches."
Shit. This ain't good. Because I am now stuck.
But yeah, we've got me with the heavy weapon. We've got a technician, so he's placing all the drills.
Nice.
Yeah, I go with heavy and, you know, just lockpick and able to drill stuff out and stuff like that. I want to live and do utilities than anything.
Yeah, I'm only playing heavy because I enjoy using fucking minigun.
Minigun's fun. I don't care
It
who,
is.
who
It's
says what. It's fun.
It's fun. There's
Instead of going
no
pow pow
doubt.
pow in a quick succession, it's just brrr.
Brrr! Into their face.
All over the face. It doesn't matter. It's all over their face. Yes. Delicious.
What?
I was
Oh,
quick.
you know what I like now that you can do? With pre-planning stuff, you can set up pre-made pre-plans.
Seriously? That's new. That's actually
You
really
can
cool.
save a plan.
That's actually really cool.
It's really good for
So you
things
stop
like
playing with
Golden
my earbuds.
Grin, for example, where you've got all that fucking shit to play.
And you're just like, I don't feel like doing this. Click.
But if you don't do it, you're kind of fucked. in missions like Golden Grin. What is this? Trusty Bank? We're doing that right now. So I love Wolf HUD plus just everything else that's changed about this game. It makes it so much better. There really hasn't been that much police.
What?
Oh, it's because we're on normal.
Oh.
Everybody's been dying, that's why. Oh, and I have now maneuvered my engineer build a little bit. I don't have Messiah anymore, but I've got the massive turret defense.
Huh.
You know what I mean? 6 fucking turret.
Bullets, bullets, more bullets. Yes, please, and automate that for me as well.
But you could do 6 if you do 4 of the 4 suppressed or normal plus 2 of whatever else you have.
Carbon slag crater. Alright.
Just fear the 6 turrets that have AP rounds, right?
Of course. Bruh! I just sliced that guy's head off and he still attacked me. And his hit still made it.
I was talking about the Berserker base skill tree in Fugitive.
Mm-hmm.
A fully charged katana with the with that multiplier, it's 1,600% damage of 450 damage. That's a lot of damage.
No kidding.
I don't remember what difficulty it was. I want to say it was overkill. I was able to. It literally was one-shotting a dozer. Because I think melee bypasses the armor.
Mhm.
So you're just dealing 6,000, 8,000 plus damage.
True damage.
True damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Unaffected
I wonder what a
damage.
doze's health value is.
Huh? Well, it depends on the
I wonder
difficulty.
what a doze's health value.
I think overkill is like 8,000.
Yeah, something like that. I need silence for 1 sec.
But yeah, I'm doing the fire starter heist right now.
Oh boy. Boss time. He's dead. That was a lot harder than that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I don't want to work tomorrow. I'm going to be stuck at like 11:30.
But yeah, I'm doing fire starter right now. And we got 2 people with saws, so we're just getting all these deposit boxes.
Firestarter is the one with Hector in it, right?
It is a Hector job, I believe, yeah.
Great, that's enough.
Brr, brr, brr.
Come back and I'll forge the replacement compass piece for you.
God, shut up, Herbert.
And we're doing it on normal, so it's just fucking... We're tearing through all these people.
Oh. You met Herbert?
Yes.
What?
Oh. By
Do
the
not
way,
like him. I hate him. What's up?
who does Scarlet remind you of?
I have no idea.
With the way that she is and the fact that she's like, I'm totally not going to betray you and shit like that. Do you know who it reminds me of?
Who?
It reminds me a lot of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh my god.
Captain
I can
Scarlet
see
is-
that.
For me, every time that I see Captain Scarlet, I literally just go, oh, hello, Jacqueline Sparrow.
Oh my god. Jesus. I just got all my crap.
Oh boy, a book. Simple tricks to get the chicks. Lovely.
Wait,
Oh,
where'd
and
you-
I grabbed a mod
Where
that
did you find
fixes
that?
Show me some
Maniac. Well,
Dying Light.
Oh.
Ooh, first
Oh.
world bank.
You'll notice something with Ace Combat if you end up playing it.
What's up?
There's one popular continent that they like going back to a lot.
101 banana recipes. Ain't that
It's the
fun?
continent of Uzea, because it was like the first continent that they had ever really come up with for the Ace Combat games,
Ew.
and
That's,
really launched in
that makes me
popularity with
uncomfortable.
Ace Combat 4.
Holy crap!
What?
I almost dropped my phone on hardwood.
That ain't the worst
Would
thing.
that have hurt the phone or the hardwood?
Probably the phone.
Hardwood.
Thank God I have a screen protector and a case on it.
Better than
At least
dropping
it
it on
ain't-
concrete.
Made
I
out
was
of
getting ready to say
paper mache and
concrete.
Band-Aids.
I have concrete floors, and I drop my phone a lot.
So your phone is made out of paper mache and Band-Aids, is what you're saying?
I don't want to risk
No, it's actually real. I've got a single scratch on the phone, and that was
No,
before I had a
was
screen
talking about
protector on it.
Dustin's- I was talking about Dustin's
Oh.
phone.
it. No, but keep in mind how fragile smartphones are nowadays. And this one
Not
costs
that
about
fragile if you get the right protector.
I mean, I have a
Even-
massive ass phone.
even-
I
Wet
have a
dreams for
massive
players.
ass smartphone, and this thing gets fucking. I drop this thing quite frequently on cement floors.
What kind of phone do you have?
It's a Blade ZTE.
Oh. Oh, yeah,
I'm
so
using a Galaxy S6, I believe.
Trust me,
I have
your
the Note
Note
10
10
Plus.
Plus should be fine.
As far as it goes for, I just have one thing to say. If you support Apple, leave the party now.
Oh, hell no.
thankfully, you know how I feel about that, so.
My dick is too good for them.
Right? $20 is $20. It's enough for Apple.
That'd have to be 5,000 at least.
Yeah, $20 is $20, but I'm not gonna sell my soul regardless. There's a difference between selling. There's a difference between making $20 and selling out completely.
Everyone in the chat
So-
just goes nuts because they're just like, I have Apple products. It's like,
No.
Android
No.
stream
All you hear is a sudden thud on my end and telling them no longer in chat. What was that? The band hammer. It's like, what? You have an actual band hammer? It's like, yep. Rubber mallet.
Yep.
I have band imprinted on the side of it.
Rubber mallet. We need to get Sledge's sledgehammer.
Yeah, just pulling a super sledge. That's the band hammer.
Listen, listen, I'm not cracking a hole in the floor, okay? I'm not breaking my
You
desk.
said
either.
you have to crack a hole in the floor and break your desk in half.
I'm not
Like
breaking my
it's the joke
desk.
title for that. It's like it's a joke title for that one with Aeromorphs and Berserk. This one should just be phones and Ace Combat.
Oh, God. Wait, Aeromorphs and Berserk. What?
The
What?
one that you don't remember that one?
Oh,
Whatever
God.
we were
Oh,
talking-
yeah.
We were talking about the
Where the
Aeromorphs.
entire
I was making
stream, the entire
joke,
stream
the
was
joke
just
title. It was
Aeromorphs
about-
and Berserk.
It was basically just Aeromorphs and Berserk being spoken about.
Hey, speaking of Aeromorphs,
No, it's phones and Ace Combat.
actually, speaking of Aeromorphs, my first art piece, my Mission 1's almost done.
Oh, by the way,
Lavender. Where do
you
I
know
find
Ren the Dragon?
lavender?
Fucking, he actually did a piece recently, and it caught me off guard because
All the way over
it's
there.
I believe it's a fucking,
Best robot
and he's talking to a girl
ever.
called the Scrap Queen. I looked at the logo on his wings, and I was like, oh, he did an Ace Combat reference.
Ah, nice.
I feel like sending you the picture.
Please do, actually.
Because the Scrap Queen's a character in Ace Combat 7. But the fact is that, because the thing that didn't tip me off, though, was him talking to the Scrap Queen. It was the fucking emblem on the wings, because I was like, huh,
Oh,
that's the
Sky Shredder.
fucking, that's the Ocean Air Force logo.
Oh. Hold on.
So we did an
Actually,
Ace Combat piece,
here,
and I was like,
I'll
oh.
send you the work in progress piece on Discord. and I want you to pay attention to one of the wings, and you'll know which one I'm talking about when you see it.
Okay.
It's got a
Am
very-
I gonna mildly die inside, or am I gonna appreciate it?
You're gonna appreciate it. It's a custom emblem I had.
Okay.
It's literally a custom emblem I had me and my friend come up with. Remember that custom emblem I sent you that she was doing for my arrows?
Did they simply put that on there, or did they make a really nice looking one?
They made it look
Like a
no. They
beautiful looking
they
one.
legitimately made it look really good.
Nice.
Like
I'll look at it in a second once
Alright,
I find this pic.
All right. We kind of made the tanks a little different than the underside
That's
of the wings,
hilarious.
just to kind of make them stand out a little bit.
So my fucking thing has been so my fucking phone has been glitching out somewhat for Google. Whenever I close it, it usually just goes back to the Google homepage, but for some reason it's been showing the last thing I searched. So it was still on images. So I went to E621, and one of the first things I see is fucking the oversexed evolutions thing, and I was like, why?
Okay.
Oh.
God. Hi,
Has
Killstreak.
anyone
Welcome to
seen-
my chat.
Have you
Take a seat.
have you guys seen pictures? Do
No.
you know what I'm talking about, Killstreak?
No, I don't. I'm
I
curious now.
no, thankfully.
Time to change that.
I could
Time-
probably guess what it looks like, but I don't want to.
Time to change that.
It's a long,
No.
it's a long ass comic series. Like, when I mean long, I mean this has got to be one of the longest comic series I have seen for a porn fucking
Ah,
comic.
long comic series. Heyo.
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 Is that not a good time to heyo or no? Was it not?
I
Well,
mean, considering it's a comic on E6.
yeah, right. I mean, it wasn't a bad time either, so you're not wrong either way.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's great.
What right does Ren have to make these fucking things look so good?
Right.
You got the Polycrichton?
He always does them so well. I swear.
He really does.
There's been a couple of people who have been mimicking his style somewhat that looks pretty alright. Usually. Did he start another comic series?
Probably.
I remember he ended one of them recently.
Cut that down just a hair. Aha!
Anyways,
Here you
now
go.
that I found his
Last piece of
fucking
the compass.
page. There it is.
Now give that to Scarlet along with the tapes. And she'll love me again. And if
When
she
you hear
doesn't,
people using the
I'll
microgun
follow
instead of the
and I'll
Vulcan.
smell her, then I'll just make
Ew, disgusting.
Exactly.
I mean, I was there, but
Hero of
dadgummit,
this
I
was-
would change that sucker out in an instant.
The second you get the ability to use the minigun, swap it. Swap it!
Oh,
It's better.
yes.
Nice logo. Also, it looks really nice in color.
Right? I told you. She did good. Like, we stuck to simple. I didn't want to go like these weird colors.
There you go.
So I just went simple. Gold for the outline and the wings. Gold for the bullets. Black for the circle. I just white for the skull. That way it sticks out. Oh my.
Stop attacking me.
Yeah.
But you...
That logo on the wings is the Ocean Air Force logo. So it
Nice.
wasn't even the fact that he was talking to the Scrap Queen, it's the fact that the fucking logo gave it away to me, and I was like, what? This is an Ace Combat reference. I appreciate Ace Combat greatly.
Right.
It is the thing that has affected my life positively, as it still remains to be my favorite game series of all.
But yeah.
I have yet to find anything better. Or at least something that can beat it, I should say.
Two of these people are using the microgun.
But yeah.
Why?
Sky Shredder. So, I think
Yeah.
what... We had to make the tanks a little shade darker. But we didn't want them to blend in directly with the freaking underwing color. I think it's going to turn out fantastic, though.
Wait, hold on. Tanks?
Fuel tanks.
On the wings.
Yeah.
Those aren't fuel tanks.
Those are
On a
fuel.
MiG, on a MiG 21, those are free fire rocket pods.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Well-
those are free fire rocket pods. They fucking hurl
Honestly,
a fucking
well, I think with
salvo
that.
of rockets.
Oh well. Yeah, I'm making them fuel tanks a little bit because.
Eh, it's fine, but still, it's just saying the actual thing that they're supposed to be.
Well, it kind
is
of
the
makes it a little
fucking
better than.
dumb fire rockets.
Because my buddy Snack Bar, I was talking to him about it. He's like, well, at least it's different than everyone having the same, titty, boob fuel tanks.
So, I mean, isn't that how it's supposed to be?
It is, but it's also nice to just, make things a little bit different.
Still, though, it's kind of hilarious. That's probably why I appreciate it, but whatever. I think it's hilarious as fuck.
Oh, it is funny. Okay, now, why do I always
Let
get
me
stuck
up
with
this rock.
Let me do what I want with my characters. I almost called you by your first name. I apologize.
My first name.
No, Sky Shredder.
Oh.
I was being a smartass to him. But what's new?
Absolutely
sleep,
nothing.
My sleep schedule's absolute trash at the moment, and I can't get anything right about.
What happened?
See here, lately I've been trying to go to sleep at 11, can't fall asleep till like noon, till midnight, till 1 in the morning, wake up at like 3 to 4 something in the
Oh,
morning,
wait.
and not going back to sleep for the next hour, hour and a half.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I think I've been getting way too much sleep for what it is.
Fucking really?
What?
People in Reddit are fucking morons.
Oh god, what happened now?
Are you just realizing this, or...
No, I'm just like... mm. This made me cringe. I mean, sure, there's probably fucking... I know
I'll take
there's
the fortune
definitely people who
streams.
fucking, corrected this individual, but still, though, it's just so bad.
What's going on?
It's the fact that just somebody is just like, is this a jet engine?
Oh no.
Somebody thought that the fucking... By the way, I should more specifically say that this style of rocket pod is Russian only.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it here. Those are rocket pods. They fire a salvo of dumb fire rockets, which means that they have no lock on. They just kind of spew out like a fucking... Basically just think a missile only with its tracking turned off. They're meant to fucking
Air to ground?
shower fucking ground forces with. Mostly,
Sky Shredder.
yeah. Those are what is technically is
no,
on
the
ground
ones.
force,
Can I enter? I have a name. I'm not trying to like an asshole. I'm just thinking and humming it.
Oh, did the connection just break?
Hang on.
No, he was trying to think.
No, yeah, it was host connection just broke is what I was talking about.
Oh.
Oh,
Did I just get a nuke?
Gotta love it when the
Oh,
host
But
disconnects.
no, Sky Shredder. The ones like the MiG-21 ones actually do have fuel tanks.
do they?
Yeah. I sent you a picture.
What?
You'll see what I mean.
Sure.
Excuse me. What's this, sir? What's
What?
this, sure?
No, I was like trying to look for something real
Oh.
quick.
Wait, am I gonna kill him or something? Hang on.
What?
Hang on.
Yo, what the heck?
Not Sir Hammerlock. Whoops. Oh, and there's also the little matter of Herbert's gift.
From Scarlet? I knew it!
Lavender.
I've gotta watch this.
Turning Skyrim Thistle into Lavender.
Forgot to mention you were carrying a rather large bomb
Can
around
never
with
have
you,
enough
didn't
lavender.
I? Many apologies. Now just bring back that last compass piece so we can find out where the treasure's buried.
Alright then. Well, Herbert's gone. Thank God.
You killed him?
Yeah.
Nah. Well, yes and no. He technically killed himself.
Technically. I just killed myself.
I-
Too. Crap.
I didn't.
No, I gave him the gift, and it was like, it went kaboom.
Yeah, I didn't give him the gift.
Oh, I did.
Oh, okay.
I had a feeling to give him the gift, and it's like, yeah.
Kill him.
See what okay. You was seeing it, because I checked my buddy's snack bar and I sent the pictures because I couldn't tell myself, because it looked like rather large rockets. I'm like, what is this? And he's like, I'm like,
Also-
are these fuel tanks or bombs? And he's like, those are fuel tanks. What?
The country logo. The country logo on the tail.
Wait, what?
That's either a Syrian or an Egyptian MiG-21.
Oh, well, either way, mine is its own special. Well, not even a country. It's an island.
I was about to say, isn't yours just decommissioned?
Decommissioned of sorts. Oh God, I had a
Lives
fun
on basically
Sky.
a fucking
I had a
paradise
fun-
island.
I had a funny idea. Could you imagine some idiots trying to invade that island with it being full of veteran aircraft who know what they're doing with access to armament still? It's like, all right, this is our island now. Oh, really? It's like, says who?
Deserted.
It's like, says me. Who's gonna stop me?
Oh, I think
It's like,
that was
who's gonna stop me? 30
deserted.
aircraft
What?
just...
Deserted, quote unquote.
It's like, yeah, this is my island now. Who's gonna stop me? About 30 aircraft to stand up, you were saying. I'm sorry.
Most of mine would probably be found in museums, except for the F-117 I was talking about. He'd
Oh,
still be
so they-
technically an airport.
So
He'd
they're
still be
they're
And I'm back.
so they're into voyeurism. They like being put on display, huh?
Yes, basically.
I like how you
mean,
just went with it.
Do these things usually look like they have shame?
No.
They don't usually look like they have
What-
shame.
what is
I don't know
shame?
if they're I don't think they're capable of feeling shame. Yeah,
Really?
no. The only one that's anywhere different really is
Powers,
maybe
pride.
the one or two of them that I mentioned that were aircraft that were still used. But my main one, my favorite one, is pretty much still at Area 51.
Which
That's
one's
pretty
the...
much like the F-117.
Gotcha.
He's a top secret sneaky boy. He's not necessarily big because the F-117 itself is not very big, actually. If you see a picture of an F-117 next to other fighters of its caliber, they're usually bigger than it. It's a relatively small, light aircraft because it was meant to be low profile.
Huh.
You
Size
also
comparison,
can't see it
lovely.
because you know how afterburners usually leave the flame trail
Mm-hmm.
because you can see the fucking exhaust burning.
Right.
These things had vents.
Oh.
They had fucking vents. You couldn't see the afterburner whenever it was going at full force, but then again, they weren't very fast.
Right.
They're actually relatively slow, not just in terms of speed, but in maneuverability as well. Because of the
Right.
odd shape, it added a lot of stability issues. So they're pretty advanced fighters for their time, but they were pretty much relegated 100% to ground attack.
Mm-hmm. Oh God.
So the name stealth fighter is a little incorrect because it's not a fighter. It's just fighter.
I just had a funny
And
thought.
it's fun size. It's a fun
$69.99.
size
Oh my
fighter.
God, it's fun size. I'm done with you. So,
Fun. I mean, that's what my friend told me to call
I
short
mean, it's
people.
not
Call
big,
them
but
fun
it's fun
size.
size.
Call them fun size, not short.
so Sky
Yeah,
Sugar.
no, if you were to stand all of your Aeromorphs next to him, the only one he might be taller than is the MiG-21, and that's because that's like an early generation jet fighter.
Sky, I just had a funny idea with that. You
Their
you
snacks out.
you would have your fun size little little arrow on a couch, and just the rest of mine just standing behind the couch.
I just thought about that. That was hilarious because you know how it's all
no.
black guys in the back and a white girl
Right.
in the front.
Short
I
little
just
fun
imagine
size
they're
stealth
all-
craft.
It's a fucking black aircraft with reverse colors, while your silver ass or white ass aircraft behind it with a black ass aircraft on the fucking
Oh,
top.
oh God, Sky. I have an AC. I have several gunships too. Not to
I just
mention.
realized,
Of
oh
course you
god,
do.
So,
the
the
I
size
only have
difference.
one that comes. I only have one that comes close to that size, and he's a B1 Lancer. Because fucking Swing Wing Supersonic Bomber go fly real fast. I fucking
Go
love the
fly,
B1
fly
though.
real fast.
It's a fucking awesome ass strategic bomber. It's a supersonic bomber. There's only one other bomber that's similar to it, and that's the fucking Tu-180 Blackjack that was made by Russia, which is
Documents.
basically also a swing wing
Right.
supersonic bomber.
Okay, do you want me to go over all the aircraft, like all the aeromorphs I have?
Go ahead.
I have two A-10s, a B-29, AC-130. The what was the fighter jet used in Halo 4?
In Halo 4,
Yeah.
that's the broadsword. Oh,
Yeah,
hold on, no.
The broadsword.
Fuck, I always fuck that up. Hold on, I need to make sure of this real quick because some of their names fuck me up real quick.
All right. Do what you gotta do.
Wonderful
make
image
sure
you
real
put in my
quick,
head,
because
mate.
this is
Wonderful
also-
image.
Wizard, thank you for the host, bud.
Because I also
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
I also have a fucking Halo
Me.
1 too, and it's the fucking longsword. You could probably guess why.
No, it is the broadsword.
Yeah, I figured because I looked up the longsword and I was like, yeah, the longsword's the one I have.
The broadsword's the one I have. So I have a broadsword. I have the Grumman F9.
So you don't have you don't have the saber, which is the fucking which was the fucking Halo Reach one.
Yeah, I have
I
the
was gonna say the saber is the one from Reach.
Yeah, I have the broadsword.
Okay.
I also
So
have
it's got stubby wings.
a Grumman F9 F8 Cougar, the MiG-21 twins, obviously. A Mitsubishi T2, a P-38, a P-82, a P-51 twins, a Spitfire, a Boeing B-47, an F-22, MiG-25, and a Lockheed U-2.
I have a as I say, I'm gonna start from World War One upward. I have one from World War One, and that is a Fokker DR3, which is the Fokker triplane. So Germany's mainstay fighter for World War One. Yes, he is basically just the Red Baron, and I don't give a shit because the Red Baron is the coolest shit ever. I have a P-38 for World War Two, a P-38, a German 262, a 109.
Oh, there is one I forgot to mention.
I have a Black Widow 1, which is a P-60, or a P-61, which is a night fighter. It kind of looks like a P-38, only
Hang on,
except
Scott,
if you were to
hang on,
make
hang
it
on.
huge.
Sky, hang on. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
Here, this is my piece of the compass. Take it. Now combine it with the other 3 pieces of the compass you've collected on that table over there. There it is. The compass of the sands. Please grab it. And now we've treasure to find. Take the compass to Magnus Lighthouse.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry,
I have
it was
one.
cutscene.
It's fine. I have one for the Korean War, and it's an it's an F-86 Saber.
Captain Blade
I have
built
one for the
Magnus
Vietnam
Lighthouse
War,
a
and it's
few
an
years
F-4
before he
Phantom.
died. His notes say
And then
that
I have a
take the compass to the top
F-14,
of the lighthouse. It'll show
an
you
F-117,
exactly where the treasure is buried.
an F-15,
Of course, Blade's notes also
and a
had a lot to say
B-1.
about society being secretly run by sentient tacos. He kind of went off the rails there
Oh
in
yeah,
the end.
but there is one I did forget to mention. I have. 'Cause I don't have it written
Oh yeah,
down.
and then I also have. I haven't really planned it out much, but I also have an Mi-24 behind and a Cobra, because the Cobra was my favorite out of the American attack helicopters.
I also have an A2D1.
What? You lagged.
An A2D1.
A2D1?
I'm
I'm
sending
trying
it
to
to you
remember
right
what
now.
that was.
It's a short, squat little thing with 2 blades. It's kind of funky looking.
Oh. Wait, hold on a minute. I recognize it. It's the fucking Sky Raider. The Sky Raider or Sandy's, whichever one. Yeah, that's a Sky Raider. That thing was like one of the only prop-driven aircraft that was used during the Vietnam War. Yeah, interesting little aircraft. It was a turboprop, so it was actually kind of fast, but if it got seen by anything else, it was usually fucked. Sure, it had guns to be able to defend itself, but it was mostly used for
Did I
ground
just...
attack and close reconnaissance.
Ah, great.
So,
I
pretty
just
interesting
got
choice.
myself
I
stuck.
think it's hilarious how many, like, out of all the aircraft I told you that I have,
Mm.
the one that I see the most is F-86s.
Oh,
There are so
nice.
many Sabres. There's a lot of Sabres. I don't know why, but that's the one I see a lot. So half the time I'm like, should I make a Saber? And then I was like, yeah, might as well. Like, it's not quite the case of originality. It's more the case of these are just my favorite aircraft.
Right. Actually, that's my thing about it. If I like what the aircraft looks, I'll make a character based on it. I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh, that looks unique and shiny and make it, snowflakey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, right?
It's just like,
Honestly,
I like
I'd
how
have
this
to
aircraft
say
looks.
one of the only slightly snowflakey ones that I really have is the Fokker, because not too many people do
I swear
World
to
War
God, I
One.
thought you just said fucker. And then I realized when you said fucker.
No,
It's
Fokker.
Well, I know, but
F-O-K-K-E-R.
at first I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, he said, okay.
Yeah, no.
Like that,
It's the one word you can say in history class. It's probably one of the closer words to it.
it was that one
And you'd be
split-second
fine.
word of me being like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, okay, hang on.
Yeah, no. That's probably the only one that I have because I don't see many people do biplane. Like, people don't usually tend to do canvas and wood era aircraft. But I just really liked the triplane. Like, as a kid, like, one of the first things I'd ever seen for aircraft was the fucking triplane.
So I just saw a funny
It's such a
GIF.
nice aircraft.
So a dad's sitting
What?
there, he's sitting outside, and someone's recording because they know this is gonna happen. But he has like a 2-liter Pepsi open, and he looks away. One of his kids runs over and plops in a Mentos into it, and it spews all over the dad. But this dude has a good sense of humor because he just like, wait, what? Oh shit! He just starts laughing about it.
That's hilarious.
Like, he didn't get mad. He's just like, my kid's just being a damn kid. Oh, which honestly, I think that makes it funnier. The fact that the dad's like, you know what? He's just being a stupid kid. Just let him be.
Or oopsie doopsie, said that wrong. I had said the DR3. It was the DR1. My bad.
How dare
I
you, this
think
guy?
the DR3 was. I think the DR3 was something else. Let me check real quick. What was the DR3? Oh, never mind. Wait, no. That's weird. Hold on.
I'll be back 1 second.
That's so peculiar. Okay, whatever.
Oh, the cat memes.
For what?
In a different Discord I'm in.
Oh.
I feel pain when seeing that pun. I feel pain.
What pun?
Illegal catamling.
What?
It's like gambling but with cat at the start of it. It has cats and a table with cards.
Well done. Oh yeah,
Leveling.
I forgot about.
I'm back.
Hey Dustin,
What's
Oh yes, the
What's up?
blackbird.
So
I
what?
forgot about my. I forgot about my cube bonus one for a second there.
Oh.
The ARC 170 for Star Wars, and then
Oh.
the XO2 Wyvern for Ace Combat.
Dude, we need. Oh god, I had an idea. We need to get art of like 2 or more, like 1 or 2 of each of our arrow OCs, and have them interacting.
Jesus Christ, that would be a problem because I wouldn't know which ones I would actually want to put.
We could just put in like a list randomizer. It's like,
True, it could be like a
Like server
randomizer.
now.
oh,
All of
or
them
we could
would-
go like
all of
complete
them would
opposites.
All of them would eventually end up. All of them would eventually be fucking displayed at some point.
Right. Oh god. So,
What was the
no,
opposites, though?
we would have.
That's what I'm wondering.
We would have to use your little What was the little small one you were talking about? The fun sized one.
Are we talking?
It's
okay,
snack
see, that's the
size.
thing is, I will put it this way. Technically, the smallest one that I have, period, out of all the arrows, would be the triplane because it's a fucking biplane.
Oh,
Those things are small.
God.
But
We'd
if
have-
we're talking like modern jets, yeah, it's my F-117.
Hey Sky, this is another one of my
What?
aircraft I'm getting.
Oh no.
I'm terrified.
I don't like that chuckle.
That's his evil chuckle. Oh Christ. What is this? Let me see. I can't really see it here, so hold on. I clicked on it, it didn't show me. Oh.
Either that or
Fucking-
the
The
B-47.
fucking...
The B-47.
Oh my god.
Or the
fucking
B-29.
40
You would just have your...
I'm gonna hop out of here for now.
Alright, buddy. Take
Why
care.
the 29?
Just a bit too
Jesus,
loud
mate.
for me.
I got you, man. Take care,
Alright.
bud.
I'll see you guys later.
See you, bud.
Peace red.
But no, it'd just be like your itty bitty little fun size just meets one of those, and he just looks up like, "What the hell?"
What the
Like,
hell?
like one of the like, go with like the biplane, the one who hasn't, the
When
one
did they
who,
get built this big?
no, the one who hasn't met any modern planes, would be like, this is a
He'd be
prank,
looking at-
right?
He'd be looking at half. He'd be looking at half my characters and half your. Actually, no. He'd be looking at everybody like, how the hell did they end up building them so big?
Right.
Because funny thing is, while most Aeromorphs tend to be like actual aircraft size, That means he'd be really, really comparable in size almost to a person. Because
Yeah.
if you take into account how tall a person is compared to how long biplanes were, this
Right.
guy isn't going to be very tall whatsoever.
No, he isn't. And the B-47 Stratojet, hang on, is
Is
100.
that your longest one that you have?
I think so. It's 107 feet long.
107.
Feet
And if
long.
I'm not mistaken, give me a second.
Great, now there's gonna be role playing.
What do you mean? What do you mean role playing, dude?
Wait. Oh, that's something different.
I was talking about me and Sky Shredder. That's not gonna happen.
Yes.
I don't know if Sky wants to do that, and I don't want to know if I want to do it with him. Like, I love you, bud, but that might be just a little bit too awkward. Oh, he left. Oh, there he is.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I just went and checked just to make sure. Yeah, it's only really, cause, okay, so you know how the average height of an average adult man usually goes around 6 feet?
Mm-hmm.
He's only the height of 3 average adult men.
Oh.
He's only
Staring.
18 feet long.
Staring up
With
at a
these-
107 foot tall plane.
Yeah, that's not even comparable in size.
That would be hilarious. She'd be like, is this an ant?
He's minute. He'd
She
be
just-
looking like.
She would just look
he'd
at him and be
looking
like, what is...
Actually, no. You just hear confused German yelling.
Very fast. Come back to me so I can tell you how great you are.
No, he would just look down and she'd be like... No, he'd look up and then be like, this is a prank, right? She'd just look over, this is a prank, right? Because
Staring at each other.
they're both sitting there like, no, it'd be in unison. This is a prank, right?
You just hear it in German from him, though. Because that's the thing I kept in about, at least since, translation jobs weren't done that well until way later on.
Hey,
Most of
hang on.
the ones that are older than, most of the ones that are older than World War II, or actually World War II or older, usually would just speak in a native language, which means my 262 and 109 also speak in just German.
Oh my god, dude, I'm
Whereas with the P-38, you get kind of like the typical American Southerner accent. Like some with the country bumpkin kind of accent with the P-38.
Right. Oh god. No, like I said, my most interesting one is going to be this one. I think it's going to be one of the most interesting characters I can come up with. Is the XP-82.
Oh, you have an XP-82.
Yes.
That's funny. That's actually pretty cool.
Okay, you've seen Dragon Tales,
Also,
right?
I just realized. No, actually.
Okay, the reason I ask is there's a character that's, you know, a Hydra, right? But it's two-headed.
Yeah.
One has purple, the other half
Oh,
is
I've
green.
seen. Yeah.
And they're siblings.
Well, yeah, that I know. I've seen the characters. I just
And-
haven't watched the show.
I could just see it like those two just bickering.
Oh, great.
Just looking at them like, oh, this is great. You two get along well. They just look at her.
Hold on. You have a Mustang, right? Like a regular Mustang, regular P-51.
I don't know. Do I?
If you.
Wait, do I?
If you had a regular. Do you?
Yes, I do actually. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't
was gonna
change.
say,
I
if you
didn't
had a
change the name
regular-
of it.
That'd be hilarious if your P-51 just saw it and just went, "What is this thing? Why
Yeah.
does it look like me?" But with
No, he's like, what? It's like, are you just the result of like Southern love?
Southern inbreeding?
It's just like you have two.
The hilarious thing is, there's a fucking German aircraft that was built the same way. It was a twin-seater bomber that was built relatively similarly. Also, I find it funny that I think I have. No, wait, hold on. Which planes did you say you had from World War One or World War? You had a P-51.
Let me
Yeah,
check.
an XB-82.
Let's see. I had the U-2, the MiG-25, the Air-22, the B-47, the Spitfire, P-51, the F-82, the P-38, Mitsubishi T-2, MiG-21, Grumman F-9, F-8 Cougar, AC-130, a B-29, and an A-10. And a few others that I don't have listed.
That's right, you had a B-29.
This is
I was gonna
something
say,
you're going to find
I
interesting.
was gonna say, as far as the jets go, you had me beaten size, but for the World War II planes, I have you beaten size because I have a fucking P-61.
This is one you didn't see.
They look like gigantic P-38 Lightnings, and they were built for fucking nighttime missions. That was pretty much what their job was for nighttime reconnaissance. I am aware of what a P-51 looks like, genius.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
But
yes,
no,
I know
no.
what an Apache looks like
No,
too. But yeah,
I'm turning that one into a character as well.
I preferred
The Apache.
as far as no, I preferred the. Oh, you're saying I preferred the. I was like confused. I was like, what? No,
No.
I prefer the Cobra.
Well, no one cares
prefer
what
the Cobra,
no one
and then I
cares what
have-
you prefer.
Well, the Cobra is cool.
Stupid-ass
The
little
fucking
shit.
Huey Cobra is cooler than the Apache longbow.
I'm gonna have my Chinook step on you.
Now, if I have my hind step on you,
And, no, I'm gonna have the tip. No,
you
hang
don't
on.
remember that I have a hind?
You know what? I think I stole that idea from you actually.
I have a hind in the fuck. Yeah, you did.
Wait, Killstreak left? Oh, I guess. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Oh.
Yeah,
I
you
got-
fucking stole that from me, you fuck. It doesn't matter though.
No,
Usually you're gonna end
oh.
up having similar aircraft. But yeah, no, I was
No.
like, I'm gonna.
Sky
Because I was
Sheriff.
like, I have so many airplanes. Why not just take my two favorite helicopters too?
We need to get the Hind D just like ours, just like looking at each other like,
Mm-hmm.
hi? Hi.
Hi. You get. See, the funny thing is, since they're both hinds, they're not going to be arguing with each other. But you're, of course, going to have the Cobra and the Apache arguing with each other in each
Right.
other's face. And our hinds going to be staring at them like, why are Americans such idiots?
No, okay. So I told you about the how my A10s are gonna be, going at it with the MiGs, right? I can just see it now. Like your Hind D just joins the island just in time to see Vlad and Sam going at it, like butting heads. And like, what the
Huh.
hell? Like,
What the
okay,
fuck?
the Hind D is Russian, right?
Yeah, the hind D is Russian.
He's like,
Fuck yes, it is.
he's like, comrade. It's like, comrade.
Alright.
It's just, he just
Kind of
stopped.
backs away slowly.
It's like he's greeted by the super turbo, like the 107 footer. It's
Yeah,
like just like
fucking-
he just looks up. So he just looks up, speaks to himself. So you have a giantess, a Russian American fighting. What the hell have I got myself into? Like within 10 seconds of being there.
The funny thing is, most of the ones that I have aren't usually like. Pretty much, they're either 100% retired to the point that they're in museums,
Oh.
or they are still completely in active duty.
Oh, by the way.
Which means that they are all still, like, pretty much all of my aircraft are still affiliated with their countries.
Oh, by the way, there is
You realize that
there is
I don't
something.
have too many opposing force. Actually, no, wait. I just actually forgot about. Man, why did I forget? Then again, I guess it's because I haven't solidified this one yet, but I do have a fucking SU-47 that I'm still trying to plan out. But I just realized that technically the only era I have at the moment that would be butting heads would be my World War II era. It means my fucking P-38 and my 109 are going at it.
Oh God, Sky Shredder. There is one thing I did change about my A10s and the MiGs. Sam and Vlad do fight. Sam is my A10 and Vlad is obviously my A21, right? Hang on, I gotta. Ow! You shot me, you little midget. But Sophie, the A10 sister, and Vlad's sister, Lavina, you know, the MiG-21. Sophie and Lavina get along, and they just watch their brothers arguing.
Hold on, Vlad is
Vlad is the MiG-21 male of the twins.
Oh,
And Sophie is the A10
two M21s and two A10s.
Yeah, and there's so yeah, for the MiG-21s you have Lavina and Vlad, and for the A10s you have Sam and Sophie. Sam and Vlad get into it often, whereas Lavina and Sophie are just watching those two like idiots. They actually get along with the opposing plane.
The girls are fine. The guys,
Yeah, they just look at it
also,
like.
I just realized something that
What?
my fucking yes, I named him fucking Tom because not only is it the name of the F-14, but because of Tom Cruise as well.
Jesus.
Although
I
his attitude is a little bit more like Roy Fokker from Macross, but yeah, no, he pretty much has like a smug aura about him, especially when he's standing near MiGs, because the fucking F-14 had the title MiG Killer.
Jeez. Oh.
So anytime he sees a MiG, he always boasts it to MiGs.
So, how many OCs do you have of air morphs so far?
Not nearly as many as you. Most of them tend to, also at that, most of them tend to be American or German. Except for the couple of Russians that I have, which would be the Su-47 and the Hind. I need to plan out that Su-47 a little bit more, but the funny thing is I just realized that the only competition he'd really have is probably my F-15, because that's the closest in fighter generation to the Su-47. Your F-22 would be more of a match for the Su-47 though, as that's even closer in fighter generation.
Right.
Because
Dude, if I could
things
save
like
up the
the
money for it,
F-15
I would
are Gen
love.
4.
So what?
Those are F-15s are Gen 4 fighters. F-22s are Gen 5 fighters. Su-47s land in like one of the small categories of fighters, which is the 4.5 generation series. Like those weren't too many fighters, and most of them didn't usually make it past prototyping stage. I mean, there are still a fair amount of Su-47s, just not nearly as many as there could have been. Because Generation 4.5 for fighters were kind of skipped over in favor of producing, well, more favorable aircraft conditions. Since they're usually competing with other nations, so that way they could. Basically, the whole thing about Generation 5 is if it's a stealth fighter like an F-35, an F-22, or a PAC-57, something like that, that's a Gen 5 fighter. So, anyways, what you were going to say?
I forgot actually. Oh, if I could save up the money, actually, no, remember, I would love to get the a comic series at the island a little bit. That I can see it being serious, but I can also see it devolving very quickly into just comedy.
Obviously.
Like, you know.
Obviously, it's gonna be stupid fun.
It's gonna be like super serious. Then it's like it's gonna be okay. You know those anime series where like two characters look at each other and they're on the same side, but they just hate each other's guts. Like Bakugo and no, not Bakugo and Deku.
I don't know why I immediately thought of this, but you said something that they're both on the same side, but they hate each other, or at least it's a rivalry of some sort.
Right.
But yet it's super serious, but then it devolves into stupidity.
Right.
You literally just described Gintama.
Oh God.
All I could think of immediately was Gintama. So
Okay.
I was like, okay then.
Okay, who did Ichigo have a competition with usually in Bleach?
I didn't really watch Bleach, that's the problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I can ask my buddy Nick.
Yeah, no, I fucking never really watched Bleach, so I wouldn't know the answer to that one.
Okay, I know exactly who I know exactly who I can compare it to. Aaron and John in season 1 of Attack on Titan. You know how they're comically at each other's throats.
Yeah.
Like that day
when
when John grabbed Aaron by the shirt. I
Yes,
don't give a damn about
I
your
see that.
shirt. No, like all
I
that
see
crap.
that.
Like just stupid conversations like that, just constantly being a thing.
The only question though is who's gonna be this? Who are the first characters you were playing on showing on there?
Probably Sam and Sophie and Lavina and Vlad.
I'm guessing those are gonna be. I'm guessing most likely those are your favorite 4.
So those are the ones that I have most developed, and there's also the 2 I have art of the most, like playing next, outside of Annabelle. So I'm a little excited for those 2, but the whole like.
I need
But
to get some art done. The only question is, like, your friend there. How much did they charge for it? Just as a question.
I think $100 for a single piece, but it's also shaded and everything else, so it's not even done yet.
Okay.
So
No, I know that because
They
you
do.
just told me that recent picture was just a work.
Mhm.
Okay.
And just keep in mind, she's done all my work for Deegan and all that other stuff. So it's like you know the really nice redo one of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. She's the one who did that.
I might consider getting something done from your friend at some point in the future.
I mean, I could give her your contact. I mean, just let me know when, and I can hook you up with her.
All right, that'll work for me.
I'll let her know.
The only problem is I'm not sure who I want to do first. I might, you know what? Fuck it. I'm probably gonna do my F-117 because even as it stands, like even to this date, even though I love a bunch of different sci-fi aircraft, a bunch of different World War II aircraft, and modern jets that have come and go, the F-117 was my first favorite and probably will remain as my favorite. So first one would probably be my F-117. I have love for that aircraft.
Just
I fucking love its design.
Go easy on her though, because she's not as knowledgeable as aircraft as we are. So give her as much info and reference images as you can. Because because you see how well Lavina's turning out, right?
Okay, so you spam with mostly aircraft though, or did you actually spam with some like humanoid examples too?
I sent her. I sent her aero references. I sent her a combination of aero references and several angles of the actual mid-20
Well, I mean, the F-117 should be pretty easy to find some different angles for.
Plus, she'll have experience under her belt after she gets through doing my art. So
yeah.
But she's gonna be taking a break here soon. So she doesn't overwork herself.
Well, I mean that would give me plenty of time to save up money. So it works.
Oh yeah, and that'll also give me a chance to get art from other people, like for different characters she won't know. Like for the complicated characters, I'm having her draw them because she's so easy to work with. Because I've done it. I've worked with her numerous times and all that crap. So for like more complicated characters, like my Doom 2016 Cyber Demon and stuff, it's so much easier to work with her and things like that than going to someone who I
simple ones you're thinking of just sending to other people.
Kind of more like my human characters, but after I get art of them, and I have like my first piece of art, then I can branch out. But getting my first getting like the first character of say something like I said, the Cyber Demon or a very complex character.
The thing though is that before I get any of my Aeromorphs though, I need to get Sky Shredder. I really need to get something for him. Like that should probably have been my first priority, is getting something for Sky.
Eat metal death!
Hello. Okay, my thing died.
What name this?
Oh shit, never mind. But yeah, I need to get something for Sky first and foremost. Before I think about getting any of my Airmorphs, I need to get Sky. Because he's like the one, since he's my main so. So That was probably gonna be the thing I need to get first.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I got pictures of Deke. I've got, art of other people. So once. And she said she's
Yeah,
open.
no,
And
that's
she said
totally
she's open to doing different. She doesn't do humans though. But she doesn't do. I don't think she's gonna do Transformers yet. I think she might try and redo. Oh, I never showed you Fuse, did I?
I think you might have. I think you might have. I'm not sure.
Gonna send anyways, just in case.
Yeah, I might as well send it. I'll take a look. See. Ooh. Yeah, you sent it before.
Yeah, that one. So she's gonna try and redo Fuse someday if she has the chance.
What is Fuse's form, by the way?
Rolling a robot.
Skyline.
Oh, is it a fucking R34 Skyline?
So what?
Fucking GTR Skyline?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over Gage going, Robot 1.
Yeah, no. I probably, if I did my fucking, I guess seeing as we only have one Transformer each.
No, I actually have more than one.
Oh.
Keep in mind, when I work on OCs, I really work on OCs.
I have one Transformer, but it's because I just wanted to put my heart and soul into one. And it's a fucking, see, the thing is, I haven't exactly come up with a name for it because I was trying to come up with something that I guess you could say hasn't been taken.
Right.
I am the strongest
But
man
he's basically just a
alive!
fucking F-117. Yes, he's a Decepticon, because Decepticons are cool as fuck.
Okay. Dude, Fuse is a con.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Fuse looks like an Autobot.
Nope. She's a con.
Huh. That's weird. She looks
I could
she looks
just...
relatively fucking alright for a fucking con, Jesus.
I could honestly... Well, like I said, I want to get her redone. Keep that in mind.
I was gonna say, because the way she looks good.
Honestly,
like, she looks like...
I could
she
just
kinda
see...
looks like RC to me.
I could honestly see your bot teasing her like wheels, really? And I could,
Pretty much.
because she's very arrogant, smug, and self-centered. So I can see her looking at him, going like, "Aw, are you too afraid? Does the big bad concrete hurt?" Or I'm obviously not as smart as she is, but I can just see her giving him shit.
Yeah. Right.
He's just like, "I don't like you already." Or he just
so
gets
are
like
we going like
or he
are
just
we
gets like the
going
little eye
G1
twitch.
here, or are we going like fucking realistic vehicle size here? Because if that's the case, he towers over her.
I honestly, I really don't know. Okay,
Those,
where's
the
that
fucking
damn X?
jets are fucking like big compared to cars.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be very small compared to him. He's gonna look at him like, "Oh, is the big bad jet scared of a little street racer?" And Sue's eye twitch. Like, I am by
you probably
Megatron,
wouldn't
I
see
am
it.
going to scrap you.
You probably wouldn't see an eye twitch because he's got more like a visor design. Because what I kind of designed him based on was the VF-17 Nightmare from Across. He looks fairly similar to that. So if you decide to look up a picture of its head, the funny thing is, it was actually my profile pic for a while. You remember the robot I had? For like a long ass time.
I do
Well,
not,
if you
actually.
ever do end up recalling it, or if you end up looking at a picture of it, he kind of looks like that.
Okay, I don't
Which
see the
means
giant
his
stupid
head
X.
design which means his head design looks kind of similar to, not G1, but literally every other interpretation afterwards of Jetfire. So he's got like a visor look
I
to
know
him,
what you're
and he
talking about,
doesn't
yeah.
have-
All you
he
had
has,
to
like,
say
a
was...
visor look to him, and he doesn't
All you
have
had
a
to say
mouth.
was Jetfire. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a visor, doesn't have a mouth. Basically, it just kind of like Soundwave, Jetfire, basically any of them that don't have a mouth.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go dump all this shit. And I'll just
It's more or
come
less
back.
you'd see like a spark come from like his head, just like a fuse just splits.
I'm Megatron. I'm gonna scrap you. It's just like
You just see his fucking fingers clenching into a fist. He just looks like he's about to just end her right then and there, but he's not. He's just really angry. No, that's another thing about him is compared to other things that are like, he's a stealth fighter, right?
Mhm.
He's actually pretty loud and boisterous for a stealth fighter. He's actually not very quiet at all. He relishes destruction, especially considering the thing that F-117s were equipped with often.
Oh
were,
god, I
like,
just had a terrible but hilarious
F-117
thought. Go
The
ahead.
F-117 was the plane that was known for carrying the bunker buster bombs.
Mhm.
So his favorite thing to do is destroy buildings.
Oh god, Sketcher, I just had a stupid thought. I'm not saying
What?
your character's stupid by any means, but I could just see, you know, them on a stealth mission. Listen, be quiet. Okay! He just
No,
screams.
not quite. It's less screaming and
More
he literally
thudding.
just looks over. It's more like he just looks like, what was that? As he already shoots a bomb into a fucking building and blows it up.
So remember, be stealthy. Boom.
So,
What did I just say? I can just see them two going at it. Like they're forced,
yeah.
they're forced to work together, and they hate it.
basically. Oh yeah. Another thing that he has is, it's kind of similar to Starscream's Armada design, but his wings double his swords, so he can actually take them off and hold them. So he's got basically two big cleavers because of the shape of the F-117's wings, because
Right.
they're kind of short, but they're really wide. So they just look like big cleavers in his hand.
Okay, not to make another Attack on Titan reference, but all I can think of is freaking Fuse, like, I think like Amir towards your Khan.
Oh.
And just being, you know, just
Fucking riding on his back.
sarcastic, demeaning,
Oh.
just an asshole.
Basically.
Being like, "Aw, is your dick not big enough? Does it not work? Is that why you told you the large size?" He's just sitting there. You see a smart like just.
Just another fuse pop.
Aw,
He has to
did I
go
get
back.
under your gaskets? I am so sorry. Just like pissing him off.
I will serve your head to Megatron on a silver platter.
Aw, are you trying to be Starscream 2.0?
No, because I actually get the job done.
Even she would laugh at that. Like, fair point.
Sick diss at Starscream.
And she's just
Even
like,
though
no.
Even though Starscream's literally my favorite sick diss at
No,
Starscream.
I could see her just stopping. Fair point.
Fair point.
Oh my god. See, making OCs is too much fun, man. A friend of mine posted art of
Really?
she got art of one of hers. It looks really cool. I'm not really into like the whole Harlequin kind of characters, but the way she designed hers and the way the artist did, it looks really. It's a really cool looking character.
Yeah. Some people can make some really nice designs if they just take the time to really just sit there and design the
Oh
shit
god, yeah,
out of them.
and she's an artist, and she's gotten really good. Like she commissioned someone else, but she's also an artist herself, and she's gotten pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not like professional level, but I'm not exactly going to sit. I don't like to talk crap about artists, because here's the thing: if someone were to say, "Okay, you two have a drawing competition," guess who would lose every single time?
You.
Right. And plus, what's the point of sitting here tearing someone down when they work hard on something? You know.
Right.
So it's like I don't like to sit here and like, oh, your art's like no.
Like, sure, it's mildly unfortunate that you might have paid like a whole lot, and maybe it's not up to your standards, but it's like the best that they can do
Oh,
to
God,
what
yeah.
you.
But that's
give to
all.
them,
That's
because,
also
I mean,
why
see the-
I tend to be very careful who I commission, because I'm very
Yeah.
picky about quality. But
It's like you can't really blame them because
Hmm.
I mean they can't read your mind. You can only really describe what you want them to do.
Right. And like I said, that's why. And like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm because her art. And like I said, I don't sound like I'm tearing down her art because it's not bad at all. It's better than what I
No,
could
it looks
do.
pretty good. That's just a work in progress, and honestly, most of the time, that's what I see most complete works looking like for completely new artists. But you said she's not done with it yet, so
No. This is
I
this is
can
no,
only
no, no,
imagine it's just
no.
gonna look
This is
better.
this is a different person entirely.
Oh, it's a different
Yeah,
person.
it's
Oh,
a
okay.
it's a Facebook friend of mine. I like to send you some of her art.
Oh.
Like I said, she's not like I said, she's not professional level, but she can do better than I could.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I don't want to tear anybody down.
Mm-hmm.
Let me actually, since you have Facebook, I'll just link you to one of her pictures.
See, you know, it's funny.
What's up?
The hilarious. I was gonna make a joke and just be all like, you can't really make an aeromorph if it's a fucking Macross unit. It's already got a humanoid form.
Right.
It already transforms. And it technically has a halfway form. Now, that is something I thought about here's the thing I actually like, because that's one of my favorite aspects of that kind of thing is transformation.
Right.
So
Hey, real quick.
one thing all of my Aeromorph characters are able to do is go from a humanoid form to what looks like an unmanned aircraft.
Right. That's
Like they just look like an airplane. That's one thing that my Aeromorphs can do is they can just.
Real quick. The oh crap, that's the friend I was just talking about. The first picture on her profile is like the first one that comes up on her Facebook wall is the one that was like the Harlequin. If you will check the comments, you'll see her drawing of it. Like I said, she's not a bad artist.
Not really. I'm looking at some of the pics that I'm assuming that she did, and they're pretty good.
Like I said, it's not. Oh god, yeah. Like I said, it's not something I'd
She
pay
actually has a
100.
pretty interesting style, in all honesty.
She really does. Like I said, I refuse to tear down artists because again, it'd be like, okay, show us your skills then.
Infinitely better than what you could do.
Right. It's like draw us a stick figure. I said a stick figure, not a stick Joe Swanson.
Not a stick Joe Swanson.
It's like, did the Grinch kick him off the roof or something? Like what? Like like. Do you remember that? Like when Joe Swanson first fell and destroyed and he crippled, it was because the Grinch kicked him off the roof. No, he threw a roller skate at him and Joe Swanson fell off the roof.
I remember it because I have not seen it. It sounds hilarious as fuck though.
But it's like, okay, draw us a stick figure again. I said stick figure, not Joe Swanson again. Try again. Versus her, who could probably draw circles around me. The only time I've ever criticized someone's work in a negative way is because they had an attitude with me during the convention process. That was it. And once you do that, well, I'm never going to be your friend or, like it's we'll talk about that though off stream. Hang on. Yeah, she does good work.
I don't know why, but I imagine a funny introduction for one of my characters would be like, they're fucking flying around on their own, and you just actual aircraft just barreling towards them, and they're just kind of like, what is up with this human, and why are they just charging me? Suddenly we just transform, slam, like, coming through.
No, I would love to see like a Borderlands reference. Like, why is this human charging at me? Why does he have a spoon?
Why is he on a spoon?
It's like a gigantic Borderlands reference. Like, why does he?
Oh,
What does he play?
one of my characters with spoons.
So what? You cut out there for a second.
I was just saying, one of my characters is holding a spoon, staring at yours, just with a really big, wide-eyed smile, just staring at your characters like.
Just like, because all of my characters are
I
involved.
feel
in,
like the one. I feel like the ones that are most likely to interact with your characters would probably be the ones that are still in active duty. Because the museum ones are kind of just comfy where they are,
Oh no! Oh god! I had a
except for
bad.
the occasional
Blue
arguments with the
sky.
P-38 and the
I had a
the
bad
P-38 and
idea.
the 109 just
I had
like in an air show too. It's just all like, can you guys please act professional? And then you just 9
no, Sky.
as him and the P-38 are just as the P-38 are just him and the P. Not even dogfighting, just straight fist fighting.
No, I can just see it now. It's like,
he just
no, I would
he
love
just
to
looks
see.
at he just looks at the 109 like time to
Okay,
suck her out.
hang on, Scott Shutter. Disconnect, then reconnect. You're cutting out badly.
So are you actually? That's the problem.
So am
Like
I?
we're both cutting out.
Oh,
Yes,
crap,
they're
okay.
both cutting.
Oh, great. Oh, crap. Here, let me disconnect. I'll reconnect, and I'll see if that works.
Let me jump out.
Alright. Speak,
Did it work?
silent one.
Did it work?
So far, so good, yeah. How is it on your end?
Okay. So, anyways, what were you gonna say? So far, so good.
So far. I can just see it now. It's like the human representative comes to the museum. Hey, you guys are getting transferred. It's to a museum, but it'll be cushier than this. So no. So they go along with it. They get transported to the island, right? So they're chilling out in the museum, all comfy, and then they just hear like my Arab Moore speak all loud and obnoxious. Like you have the museum house, basic, quote unquote house. They're all relaxed and
Yeah.
silent. Then you just have the rest of my hooligans, just the obnoxious party neighbors.
Oh, I thought. Do you know what the funny thing is?
Oh, God.
The funny thing is with my F4 Phantom, my F86,
Right.
my P38, my 109, my Fokker DR1, and my 262. They're basically all just old. Of course, they don't really look old because they're machines, but
Right.
they basically just belong in a retirement home at this point.
They just belong in a retirement home.
Like they're just the old men, and anytime that they see like any of the noisy neighbors, they just go, "Get off our lawn, you damn kids!" Jeez, didn't go killing a bunch of crowds just for this. Meanwhile, the 109 and the 262 look at the fucking P38 like, "What the fuck, man?"
Wait, do I have any German aircraft?
Like the fucking. Of course, I have German aircraft.
No, do I have any? Is my question.
Oh,
I
no,
might-
you actually don't. I just realized that most of my German
No.
aircraft would be looking at half your Russian
No.
aircraft like, "Get out of here, you nasty slobs."
No, I can just hear it now. Like your P-38 says that it's like a record scratch, and you have like, just your two Germans look over, and this sort of one of mine just randomly look up, like 9. It's like
Nine?
it's like crap.
Oh, crap.
It's like they have one too. Shit.
The funny thing is, my fucking 262, my fucking 109 would
Where
look.
is this stupid
the
treasure
fucking,
at?
strangely, the fucking triplane probably wouldn't because that wasn't used at that time. So
Right.
he'd probably look and be all like, "What are those two upset about?"
It's just like, hey, oh
Meanwhile,
man.
the fuck.
Yeah, it's like,
Meanwhile, the F-86 and the F-4 would probably just look at him like, "Dude, did you really have to be that named?" Because the fucking F-4 Phantom, because of course the Vietnam War, the fucking Berlin Wall.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember what year it fucking. I'm trying to remember the year that they actually tore that shit down. Give me a sec.
Oh, I can just see it now. Like he's just like, hey, oh man, why are they looking mad at you?
It's more like he'd probably just be like, "Dude, that was a little rude. I mean, I was there whenever the Berlin Wall got torn down, for God's sakes." Meanwhile, the 38's like,
Okay.
"I don't care. I watched all my squad mates die to these guys."
So, real little note here. I just had the funniest thing happen with a spider ant. I was
Oh, wait, hold on. What did you say your Mitsubishi was?
T2. Japanese.
J2?
T2.
T2.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a oh my god, it's a tired ferret.
And you said it was a what 2?
Mitsubishi T2.
T2.
Okay, where am I exactly at this point?
Oh, this fucking thing. I remember this thing. I remembered it as the F2. The F2 was a fucking, it was it was a fucking ground attacker. I remember this thing now. I just realized you actually, most of your fucking, actually all of your World War II aircraft are American.
Mm-hmm.
Your fucking World War II craft would probably get along well with my P-38. Because you said you had a P-51, a P-38, what else did you have?
There was the X-82. Hang on. One sec.
Yeah, X-82.
They're all dead. They attacked just after
Let me
daybreak.
see.
I promised myself I'd let them kill me, but I couldn't let it. I fought back. I had to get sticky with their blood. Today, they finally met.
The fall of the Berlin Wall was 1989. Okay,
Some Captain Blake.
so never mind.
Okay. Alright. Sorry,
Okay,
I was
never mind.
listening to Captain Blade going on.
My F4 would have been retired by the time the Berlin Wall came down. My F-14, however, that's a different story. The funny thing is, he's not even a D model, he's an A model, which means he wasn't like the best F-14 that you could possibly get, because he's like one of the early ones.
Right.
Obviously, just like the other, I think he's out of, I just realized 2 of my aircraft that I have listed were retired semi-recently, the F-117 and the F-14. I'd have to say the oldest one that's still in service out of all the ones that I have is the F-15. Because the F-15Cs are still used somewhat. Not that much though. Most of them are just F-15E now. What are you gonna say?
I don't remember.
No. I'm pretty sure you'll remember eventually.
Good luck with that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Some, maybe.
Okay.
But do you have the ability to outsmart Bullet?
Nope. I go towards it.
That's unfortunate. You probably should go. You should probably go sideways. Just backing up won't really save you. It'll just give you a little bit more space before the bullet hits you. Inevitably. Did this thing die again?
Nope, I'm reading. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Are you still streaming or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. But no, like it's just gonna be this is gonna be a stupid fun little thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm actually looking forward to getting more art on my characters. So, yay!
Yeah. And the second that we actually get art done for our characters, it'll be like free roam of how easy it'd be
Only
to
thing
actually get
is,
stuff with them together.
it's going to be expensive on my end because oh my god, the number of characters I have. Holy shit!
I mean, as far as it goes for when we
Okay,
finally decide to
do
do
you
the
want
ones
me-
that are like both of them,
Okay.
like if we did decide to do the my character, your character, that kind of thing, we could
Right.
just split halves.
Do you want to know
for
how?
those.
Do you want to know how much it takes? Do you know how many characters I have?
How many?
OCs? Let me count actually. Let me. Not that. Let's go. Oh boy, let me full screen
Hold on,
this.
we're talking about Aramorphs, or we're talking about OC's general?
In general.
Oh, fuck. You've probably got more than that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. 17 furries. 1,
Fuck.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, 32. 32, and you get the Aeromorphs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crap, where did I leave off? I'll do this later when I'm not streaming, so I'm not distracted.
That's fine.
Yeah. Hey, what time will be on tomorrow? Just out of curiosity. Like, will you ever stay up late tomorrow or not
What
really?
time will I be on?
Yeah.
I mean,
I work
can stay
tomorrow,
up,
so.
I can stay up semi-late-ish, but not too terribly late.
How late is semi late? I'm just.
Let me look real quick. I was gonna say, I'm gonna check my schedule. It just depends on what time I go in.
Okay.
Because just by now, whenever I go in at 9, I usually tend to go to sleep at 12.
We may not be
It
able to
pretty
hang
much
out
goes
tomorrow,
in.
then.
It's pretty much in hour intervals. I go to work at 10 on Wednesday, so I'd probably be up until 1.
We might get to hang out a little bit tomorrow because I work tomorrow, so
We
there's no
might be
telling
able
what
to.
time I'll be getting off.
I fucking have 2 10 days. It would be Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is another 9 days, so Thursday I'd be going to sleep. I'd be going to sleep early, around 12, which means that I actually go to sleep here in like 40-ish minutes.
Right.
So I'll be getting off here in a little bit. The only day off I have is Sunday, but since the lockdown will have ended for my town, might be hanging out with people on Sunday, maybe Saturday, but I'm not sure. It just depends.
Right.
If I'm on the weekend, I'll let you know. Is what I'm saying. What's your
Alright.
next day off? That's the question.
I'm not gonna find out till tomorrow.
Oh,
We don't find out until the last second.
well, that sucks.
Yeah, it's freaking annoying. Let me tell you that.
I'll say, let me fucking
Because we don't
I'm gonna
find
count out mine real quick.
they don't put our schedule up to like before our manager leaves on Tuesday, and the last day of the work week is Tuesday. It's kind of annoying. Because then you're just like, well. Okay, be quiet for a second. I'm gonna do something.
What happened?
Anywhere from 69 to 79 OCs.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
The reason I said
My
anywhere
God.
between 69 or 79 is because I got miscounted, I
Oh
think.
my God.
Yeah, so. And who knows, I might not make any more at this point. Who freaking knows?
Maybe.
It's fun, though. You weren't expecting that many, were you?
Not really.
I thought I had more, is the sad thing. So, I do like the sniper rifle I currently have in Borderlands 2. It doesn't have a scope, but it's got really good iron sights.
Yeah.
So instead of like zooming in and like losing a lot of vision, I can still hit the head, but I don't lose my my peripheral vision, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which means
So hold on. Separate your count real quick. Start from your first airmorph to your last airmorph. What was your total for your airmorphs?
I do not know. Let me check. Hang on. Jesus.
What?
This DLC has its own version of the Goliaths. They don't rage. They're just really tough.
Mm-hmm.
And I taught Deathtrap a. It basically clapped and sent an explosive sound wave, right? And it one shot that gigantic little bastard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh hi, clap, dead. Gigantic little is kind of an oxymoron, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eh. I guess it's a good way to describe the Goliath midgets. Hang on.
That's longer than I thought.
What?
Oh, I took a second just real quick just to kind of jot down what I have as far as it goes for my my fucking airmorphs. I have I have 17.
Of Aeromorphs?
Yes. I have 17 of them. In total, though, I have... $25. And I think I might be forgetting a couple, so I might have somewhere around 30. 30 OCs total. I don't have that many, but most of the time it's usually just, like, my favorite stuff. So, yeah, I have 17 total. What's your count?
18.
18?
Yep.
And I like how one of them was literally just just my idea, and you just went, oh, that's a nice idea.
Wait, actually, no, I might have more than that, because just some I don't have wrote down.
You might have more.
How many did I say?
You said 18.
18? Let me pull
Yeah.
my OCs folder. OCs, Aeromorphs, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21.
21.
Yeah.
Nice. So you got 4 more than I do.
Yeah.
And you said your friend charged about 100 for the one piece, right?
About that, yeah.
So if that was to be about the average,
You said 17?
you'd just for getting one piece for each character,
1700.
you'd be spending I'd be spending 1700.
Oh, yeah,
You'd be spending 21.
And here's the thing.
You'd be
I
spending
get 2 pieces
fucking-
of each art, too. One safe for work, one not safe.
Yeah, so fucking
You think I
Jesus
don't-
H Christ.
you think I
This is
don't-
42.
You think I don't know?
Yeah, and then just imagine the fact that
Oh, and
I mean,
also
sure, this would be a little bit cheaper for the duels.
for two characters, it like for
What's up?
if you have like for every character you add, it's 50% of the price.
Oh, so it'd be 150 for
Two.
it'd be 150 for two. So if me and you were to do duels, we'd have to pay like about 75 each.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too
Not
terrible.
really.
The only problem though is we'd actually have to figure out which ones would work best. Or like you said, just randomized. That'd be funny too.
Yeah, it's like if you utterly can't decide.
Yeah.
Because we could go like the whole size difference for like comedy one.
For
Like-
comedy purposes,
Yeah.
but there's also ones that would just straight up like make sense that were actual like opponent aircraft, like actual trying to remember the fucking term for it. But basically like rival aircraft.
Okay, where do I go to get up again?
The funny thing was, I was thinking about continuing the whole having a German aircraft for almost every era.
Mm-hmm.
So I was considering for modern jets a Panavia Tornado. So that would be 18 if I went through with that one. Because the Tornadoes were primarily German built.
Mm-hmm.
Those are swing wing. They're the swing wing ground attacks.
Right.
They have huge tails, like really fucking big tails. I don't know why their fucking tails are so huge, but the way that that aircraft is balanced, it looks so interesting.
Wait, which one?
The Panavia Tornado.
Why does that sound familiar?
The Panavia Tornado.
Yeah. How the hell do I...
Do you want me to send you a picture of it?
Please do.
I was because I was thinking of doing one, because then I'd have a modern German jet too, in addition to having the two World War One, the World War One German and the World War Two German.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really hilarious. Anyways,
Oh God, no. Okay, if you did like join us, we would have to have, you know, because you already have Sam and Vlad having a rivalry. We'd have to add one of your Germans to it. And then
the
you
only
had like,
question is which one. You didn't actually. Well,
which?
that's a, hold
Hang
on.
on, question.
What?
Which one do you think would have the most beef with Americans and Russians?
The problem is, the 109 that I have already has beef with my P-38.
Well, he can add to it. You can always
True,
add to
he
it.
could. True, he could. The 109 was built to take on multiple aircraft at once, so come at him. He's
he would
ready.
he would just walk up, American, Russian.
He would literally just look. He would just kind of look, kind of ruffle his face a little bit, like, "All right, let's do this." Punch the first one as hard as he could.
I can just say and be like, "Did you just punch my rival?"
Did you just? Did you just punch? It's
He was
just
like,
looking at him.
no, he punches Vlad, and then Sam looks at him like, "Did you just punch my rival, you little bitch?" Just instant, just
No, if I'm-
sweep the leg.
Honestly, I'm trying to think. What were your World War II aircraft? You said your XP-62, your 82, P-51,
let me pull up the folder again.
P-51. To see, I was thinking, if not the 109, how about the 262?
What's the 262?
But it's a jet. That's the problem.
Oh,
I was gonna say, oh yeah, your Spitfire. The only one that I could see having a chance against 262 would be your P-51. But the problem with the P-51 is it was a bomber escort, whereas the 262 was an interceptor, so it's got the immediate advantage on speed.
Wait, I just had a great idea.
What?
How confused would they be when they showed up and everyone, the Russians, the Japanese, the Americans, all had the exact same emblem? Because keep in mind, they have the Retirement Island emblem on them.
Okay, yeah, true.
How would they
As
react
far
to
as
that?
the more modern ones, at least from the F4 onwards, wouldn't be quite as confused. But the anything earlier than that, so like the F-86 and any of my earlier aircraft I mentioned, would be confused.
Just like, what in tarnation?
Okay.
It would just be.
Unfortunately,
It
just
would.
I'll just put it this way. Imagine this can also swing its wings. Well, I mean, you probably could easily see it. But yeah, that's the Tornado. That is primarily a German ground attack aircraft. I think they're still in service. I want to say they're still in service, but I'll go check real quick. I've been wrong a couple of times on certain aircraft, mostly because, well, this is a foreign aircraft, and I don't 100% keep an eye all that much on foreign affairs. So let me check.
I gotta check something real quick. I'm just getting pissed off.
All.
What aircraft is that? I love that.
That's the Tornado.
I love how bulky it is.
It's a ground attacker.
I love bulky aircraft. They just look so cool.
Retired in 2019.
Oh wow.
So they were used up until pretty fucking recent. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and make one and say that it's still in service, even though it's old as fuck. Because these things were built kind of far back when. I think they were built around the fucking 80s or 90s. So, whenever the whole swing wing thing was becoming like a fad, basically. So, I think I might go ahead and make one, because then it'd be a modern German. Whereas he would look at his fucking... He would look at the fucking older three and just be all like, what are they doing here? This is like... He'd probably be mildly offended about the fact that they're here, considering that Germany tries really hard to deny the Nazis.
Right.
Like, even harder than any other nation, because that was them. So, like, he'd
Just
probably look
like-
at those three and be like, well, he probably wouldn't look at the Fokker that way, because there was a World War I plane, but he'd look at the other two and be like, what the fuck are they doing here?
I have questions. Answer them now, please.
I'm
scared. I'm confused. Someone please hold me. Oh no.
not scared or confused. He'd probably look like on the verge of like
No,
breaking,
Umbreon.
like
I could
fucking
just
snapping, like you know those smiles, but it's like they're hiding a huge amount of rage.
right.
He's like, please give me answers. Grabs one of your characters by the collar, pulls them really close to his face. I want them now.
No, I can just see it now. It's like, someone please hug me. Annabelle, my AC-130 just comes up, just hugs him tightly. Here, have a hug. He's like, what the hell?
What the
He's like, how do you move so quietly for a gunship? What the hell? It would just confuse him more than it should. It would just be like,
Yeah, I know.
what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, no, I think
Hang
the
on.
closest to the...
His notes say that
Hold
if
up.
you take the compass to the top of the lighthouse, it'll show you exactly where the treasure is buried. Of course, Blade's notes also had a lot to say about society being secretly run by sentient
Oh, never mind.
typos.
Go ahead and talk.
Kind of went off the rails there
Oh.
in the end.
It was.
yeah,
I thought it was new
definitely.
dialogue. It wasn't.
I find it funny that, as I say, as far as it goes for two of my World War II ones, excluding the fact...
Killstreak, why are you hugging me? Killstreak popped into the stream chat. He's like, hugs Deegan. I'm very terrified, Sky Shredder. How do I react to this? How do I react to being hugged? I'm scared. I'm very scared right now. Hello? Still there? Hello? Oh, have a good night, Kill Street. Thank you for stopping by, bud.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna send you a picture of the fucking P61.
Alright.
This thing is basically just it's a big P38. Even though it was not built by the same company. Also, I just realized a small little Easter egg kind of joke as to why my P38 and my F-117 would get along so well.
What?
They're both built by my favorite aircraft company, Lockheed.
Oh, nice.
P-38s were built by Lockheed back in fucking, it was in 1938 or 1939.
Mm-hmm.
And then the F-117s were built in like the 70s, I believe. But they're both fucking Lockheed aircraft. So just as like a mild little joke between them, it's just all like, hey brother, what's up brother?
So I had a bit of a messed up but funny thought.
What?
Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I can't say that joke. I didn't drill.
Oh, hold on, I just realized something else. This would be a bit more of a friendly competition, kind of like the rivalry between aircraft companies joke that I made. My fucking, my Su-47 would mostly be like joking to your MiGs because MiGs versus Sukhoi.
Oh, God.
Yeah, MiGs versus Sukhoi. MiG hasn't really made, except for the recent PAC-FA, either 57 or 67, I can't remember the first number. But it was the fucking PAC-FA, which is their stealth aircraft. That was the most recent aircraft made by MiG.
That
But
is
other
an
than that,
interesting looking craft.
What, the P-61?
Yes. I've seen it before. I just forgot his name.
Yeah, that's the Black Widow. Technically, that's the Black Widow 1. Honestly, I feel like one joke that you should have done is you should have a P-47.
P-47.
You should have one P-47. And, what was the name of your two, A-10s? Sam and what?
Sam and Sophie.
Sam and Sophie?
Yeah.
Sam and Sophie would call the P-47 either mom or dad.
Oh, God.
Because the P-47 is the Thunderbolt 1.
I'm gonna look
Whereas the A-10s are the Thunderbolt 2s.
You said the P-47?
Yes, the P-47 Thunderbolt or Jug.
Oh my God.
That's a you see the P-47?
Yes. Kind of looks like it's...
Yeah, you should.
Oh
You should
my
have a
God.
P-47. Either have them say mom or dad.
Or both. Hi, Dad,
Or
Mom.
both. I should probably make a 5th generation fighter, just for the sake of going up against the fucking your F-22 every once in a while. It'd probably be the F-35, because then I could make the dad joke with because the F-35 is the Lightning 2, and the P-38 is the Lightning 1.
Right.
So he just look at my P-38 and be like, hey dad. I realized exactly how I could make an F-35 too. He'd be the rich, spoiled kid, because the F-35 is one of the most expensive fighters produced to date.
Oh God.
So he'd be the spoiled rich kid. He'd have like he'd have an Polish side that your F-22 would probably knock him in the head for.
No, I can just see now, like, some... Oh, no. He see one of your old aircraft, like, what are you?
What?
He see one of your... You know, he sees you the spoiled rich kid. He was just like one of the older aircraft. They let you in here?
Well, of course, I can go wherever I want.
It's like, you should be putting... I can see him making, like... People of your caliber should all be
The funny
putting
thing
camps. Everyone looks at him.
The funny thing is, he'd probably be like teenager-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe even mildly angsty, because he's a fucking stealth fighter, and you know how fucking the quiet, brooding ones
Hang on.
are nowadays.
Of course, but just in case, be careful of the Leviathan. It ain't Roscoe, as I may have already mentioned, and Blade's notes say it will die to protect the treasure chamber.
Oh, God.
Anyways, go ahead. But no, I had a really,
so terrible.
I had a really
Think
funny
of it.
idea. He'd be like,
Yeah,
you know,
no, just think of an edgy, brooding, rich kid.
yeah,
Imagine basically taking all the bad stuff that you can think about. Of course, he does have some redeeming qualities,
oh, right.
but
Well, of
he's
course.
like, it's
Then what would be
usually-
the point
but
actually
it's
making
usually
it?
like that's the things of actually like looking at him and be like, heh, he fits a weird stereotype.
Right, no. But you know how, like, people who, you know, they don't always think before they say things, and then they realize I might have said something I shouldn't have?
Who said it?
No.
That's the question.
The F-35. Because, you know, he's the young, arrogant, spoiled, you know, rich kid.
Yeah.
You know, he's just like the older aircraft. He's like, you should all be putting camps or something. Every single head looks towards him. Then he's like, oh, right. He had this look on his face like,
You know, the F-35 looks fucking really fucking offended.
Because, like, no, the F-35, like, looks at him, like, looks at the older aircraft. You should all be put to camps. Every single head on the island just peeks up when it's doing, it just looks at the F-35 and just shakes their head. And they're just sitting there staring like, what'd I say?
What did I say?
Then you just have Annabelle, who because Annabelle is my AC-130, right? She's the one
Yeah.
who created, owns, and runs the island. She just comes up from behind him. Think real hard. He's like,
All I imagine is like, oh, and then as soon as he says that, he just gets knocked in his head.
No, I can
Just
see that.
falls to the ground.
I can see that really stupid, like that, you know, that really stupid kid kind of thing. Oh! Like it just gets increasingly. It slowly dawns on him what he just said. To a bunch of World War
He's just
II,
like,
to a bunch of
oh,
World War
yes.
II, World War I vets. Like,
Well, they're just staring.
even the newer model aircraft are just staring at him like. And some of them even have this
Uncalled
look.
for.
Even they have this look of like, oh, he's gonna. They have this horrified look of, oh, he's dead. Like they're gonna kill him. They're gonna lynch him.
Oh god, I just realized something.
Oh god.
Another running joke for the Su-47 could be like, sure, it's a spectacular aircraft and all, but since Gen 4.5 was pretty much overlooked for fighter generations, the inside joke is like, he gets like, he's really elaborate, and he's actually a pretty cool person, but everyone typically ignores him or is doing something else and just kind of off-puts him. Because that generation was pretty much skimmed over. So anytime he starts talking about like a big plan or anything like that, everyone's just kind of like, so how are the kids? And he's just like sitting in the background, like while everyone's having a big group conversation, and he's just in the back like, why? Why was I ignored?
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna end
Su-47 lives
Hang on.
matter.
Hang on. I'm gonna actually end the recording here, and I will
Alright.
pick up here in a second. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. So, I will be back with the next episode.